Hi everyone, my name is Arnim Wiek. I'm a professor in the School of Sustainability at Arizona State University and the director of the Sustainable Food Economy Lab there as well. I'm affiliated to the Center of Global Sustainability and Cultural Transformation at Leuphana University. And this gave me the great pleasure and really wonderful opportunity to supervise two PhD students in the post program. One was Stephanie Albrecht, and the other one was Hannah Weber. And I would maybe start with what was really inspiring for me first before we talk about the challenges, always leading with the good things first. So what I thought was really inspiring in working with Stephanie and Hannah was their willingness to learn, extend their horizon, really engage with extremely challenging projects, transdisciplinarity at its best, I would say, really trying to make a difference and work transformationally on very demanding research projects. One was on a project on food forests, sustainable food forests. That's what Stephanie did. And Hannah worked on international coffee supply and how to design that sustainably. And often graduate students, in my experience, come with quite a baggage and quite some attitude in terms of, knowing a lot and being already, so far advanced and all of this. And sometimes it's just hard to create good learning curves for them. But with Stephanie and Hannah, it was really just wonderful. So that was really inspiring for me to work with them because they really wanted to learn, they wanted to advance their knowledge and their skills, and were always open for feedback, always open for being pushed even further, and that was wonderful. On the challenging side, regarding the post program overall in these two projects, I have to say something about how these projects are being funded. If we want to have transformational sustainability research having a real impact in the world, we need to think about how the actual projects, not just the research, is being funded. So in Stephanie's case, the Food Forest Project, finding suitable food forest projects to conduct experiments and transformation and real progress, making real progress on, is very challenging without some funding on the project side. So without startup funds for creating food forests or supporting or co-funding food forest projects, it's very hard to design research on this. So Stephanie wrote during her 3+ years of PhD research on top, I would say probably a dozen, applications for grants that would allow to incubate and start food forests, right? So we need to think from the funder's perspective. We need to think in smarter and more advanced ways. How do we actually co-fund the actual interventions in the real world, and then the accompanying research on those? And in the somewhat similar situation was also the case with Hannah, a little bit probably less challenging, at least in part, but also they're incentivizing businesses to explore shifting to sustainable supply chains needs to be based on some financial incentive too. If we want to have an adoption of new sustainable practices and sustainable business models, we need to find financial incentives for this. And having that, resting on the PhD student and the supervising team is just a tall order. So that was a challenging part. I think we accomplished a lot, but there were definitely a lot of challenges along the way regarding this co-funding piece. Thank you so much.